Day 60 of 100 days of Leetcode. So we're given a pattern indicating increasing or decreasing numbers at any point, and we want to return a string which is of length n plus 1, where n is the length of the pattern. And note that we can use numbers from 1 to 9 only once, and the number we have to return has to be the smallest possible number. So let's see what we can do. So let's just go over the example that they've given us. So the pattern is I, di, and then 3 d's at the end. So we're going to keep a track of a starting variable, and this is going to be initialized to 1. Then we start at the first index of the pattern. We see it's increasing, so we add the start to the result, so we add 1, and then we increment the start by 1. Then we go to the next index. We see it's increasing again, add the start to the result, and then change this to 3. Go to the next index. Well, once again we add it and then we increment it. Now we reach a D. Well, what do we do in this case? Well, now we're going to increment it as usual, and then we're just going to go to the next index. Now I see that it's increasing again, right? So we're done decreasing, it's increasing again now. So now we're going to add this 5, and then we're going to decrease the start by the number of times we saw a D, and we only saw it once, so this is going to become 4 again. And now we're just going to add this 4. Now we go to this D. But what do we do now? Do we just increase this to 5? No, that won't work because we can't reuse numbers. So an intermediate step that we're going to do is, when we reach this I, what we're going to do is we're going to set temp to start, which is equal to 5, before we decrease the value of start. And now once we reach this D, we're going to set start to temp plus 1. So temp plus 1, which is equal to 6. And that's actually the lowest number that we can use now, and it makes sense. So it's 6 now, we reach the D, it becomes 7, we go to the next index, it becomes 8, we go to the next index, it becomes 9, and now we've reached the end of the string. And so we saw 3 Ds this time around, right? So we add the 9, decrease by 1, add the 8, decrease by 1, add the 7, decrease by 1, and then add the 6. And this is exactly the result that we want. So let's code this out.